YouTube just rolled out another content update to their monetization policy. And guess what? Instead of being transparent with things, it seems that Google and YouTube are being a little bit behind the curtain on this one. Let's look at it. Now, digging into this, I wanted to get as much accurate information as I could, so I ended up going through just 2 different articles from Google themselves, which is going to be the most accurate information pertaining to this issue, and then one from a place called Social Media Today. Alright, I'm not sure if they're going to be a reputable source or not, but you know what? They got some information. I wanted it. So first and foremost, we're talking about YouTube channel monetization policies. Here's the article that they direct you to whenever you want to look this up for yourself. And this is more for basically getting monetized on YouTube, guidelines and stuff. And it just says right here, updated November 2022, more low quality content principles for kids and family content are now in scope for YouTube channel monetization taking effect in December 2022. This has nothing to do with what recently has been rolled out, according to other creators and what's happening on their channels. I've had a video that got restricted to 18 plus. I don't know why still it has been restricted to 18 plus. I have to go back and research and keep doing the research to figure out why mine got restricted. I'm not appealing it because I feel like I'm going to use up my good faith on the appeals in case something happens farther down the line and I get a bigger video that's going to be something along the lines of, hey, you're losing money at this point. So I'm going to wait. And yeah, so basically it's just telling me if you're monetizing on YouTube, it's important your channel follows YouTube monetization policies. Now those policies can be found within all these hyperlinks here and stuff like that. We get it. We understand. The meat and potatoes are what I'm trying to get to right now is the fact that people are getting their stuff demonetized and privated, taken off and stuff because of adult content and violence. There's a lot of different things that have been happening on YouTube lately, but they rolled this out apparently under the table and it struck down a lot of different channels and there's almost nothing about it on the internet. The only way I knew about this was Moist Critical Charlie was talking about it, and he didn't have a whole lot to go on either. He just knew of other content creators saying things and it was just snowball effect. So these big content creators that have these hundreds of videos on their channels are getting hit. And so the best that we could figure out right now is because they changed their violence and their gore policies. So basically, oh, and cursing as well. That's another thing too. So we're talking about violence here is always over the top. Violence is going to be a demonetization flag right then and there, or a restriction flag to 18 plus content, etc. Here's the old one. I don't know what the new one is. This was written in December 2nd of this year, right? We're in the 30th now, today, just today. Tomorrow's the last day of the year, so I don't know what's going to happen. But basically, what people are saying is that if you have overtly gory videos, or if you're playing violent video games of a certain caliber, nobody knows the caliber yet, but if it's of a certain caliber and higher, meaning if it has a certain amount of gore or more, or a certain amount of just violence in general or higher, you're going to get demonetized. Like I said, they have not set that field goal yet. We don't know where it's at. And it's a little bit concerning for the bigger creators out there. My channel's not included because, well, I don't get paid on YouTube yet, so I'm not really too worried. I have time to catch up to the narrative. I have time to catch up to the current state of YouTube and just not make my content the way that they don't want me to make it, if that makes any sense to you guys. So, but for previously established YouTubers and stuff, they're getting hit with these content strikes and they're floundering. They're losing revenue over it, and it sucks for them because this is stuff that has been up who knows how long. It's just a site-wide flagging over everything. So your videos could be up since 2008, and boom, they got you because they just changed the narrative. They just changed the rules. And even though you created something that was way far back in time when the rules were different, it doesn't matter. They're still going to get you for it. So this is what I brought up. I just loosely Googled all this stuff and I can't find anything specific. So I went for more specifics and still nothing. This is the best I could find currently up right now as of, 2:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on December 30th, 2022. And then here's the vulgar language policy that I wanted to talk about, right? This specifically is what's going on right now with a lot more than just the violence and stuff. So these guys right here are getting hit because Charlie said within the first 5-15 seconds of your video, if there's a curse word and they don't include damn, D-A-M-N, or hell in those curse words that they're using to restrict all this stuff with. So if you're using any curse word that's more harsh than damn or hell within the first so many seconds of your video, boom, instant demonetization or age restriction. I'd hope it would be age restriction, but you never know. It's an algorithm, right? It's a computer system. It's unforgiving. It doesn't have any sort of semblance of, loyalty to any specific person. There's no favoritism here. It's just somebody clicked a button after they built this algorithm and said, go out and do your job, and that's all it knows. So basically, we've already gotten, in trouble before for like sexually explicit stuff, like it's saying here, a use of excessive sexual sounds, age-restricted content and stuff like that, use of excessive profanity in the content, use of heavy profanity or sexually suggestive terms in the content's title, thumbnail, or associated metadata. Now that right here, this one could have been why mine got age restricted, because the video that got age restricted is about Taylor Javot. It's a follow-up to my original Taylor Javot video that did really well. Taylor Javot video went up, did really well, and I did a follow-up on it with more context. And in the thumbnail is a picture of her stream off of Twitch. It's a screen capture of her with just paint on her breasts. So you know what? That could be the reason. And if it is, hey, I broke TOS. I'm not going to fight it. It doesn't make any sense for me to fight it because there's no point in trying to fight something that I know I'm going to lose at. But with these new videos going up and stuff that are just about, hey, listen, you cussed too much in your channel, or you cuss too much in your videos, or in the first couple of minutes, until YouTube tells us exactly what it is that they're going to strike us for, we won't know, and everybody's gonna be walking on eggshells, especially those edgy channels or highlight channels or something like that. You gotta be mindful. Apparently, if you bleep your cursing or cut your cursing out, you just blank it out like they normally do to censor it. Apparently, that's not gonna take effect. That's not gonna go against you or anything like that. But honestly, I don't know, man. Like I said, these policies, these algorithms are unforgiving, and until somebody does a little bit of tweaking to change it quite a bit, it's just going to keep taking people down. But I appreciate you guys sticking around, and thank you for watching me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But this one's a little bit weird, and I really hope that it gets resolved or at least clarified very soon.